right, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. We are a no name network with a podcast with no name,
EP3.
EP3. And this episode is going to be our most anticipated releases of 2017,
Not 2016.
not 2016.
That's over.
That's over.
Thank God.
Rest in peace, 2016, along with everybody else.
Yeah. Went down with a sinking ship.
Yes. Right next to the Titanic.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, we're going to cover topics such as games, movies, Netflix, TV, music, and tech.
Yeah.
And our first subject. Well, do you have anything to say before we start?
Yeah, hi, I'm Nick. And this is Taylor, as always. If you want to go ahead and shoot us a like, comment, subscribe, share, we really appreciate it. We've been very surprised with the help that we've been getting.
Yes.
And all the love and support. So thank you so much for that. We really do appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. This is a true passion project that we want to continue. And with your support, we can. So thank you so much, first and foremost.
Very much so.
But yeah, so let's get into the list, I guess. We're just doing top threes. We're not doing like top five or anything, so we'll be here forever.
Some of my subjects have got more than 3.
Well, mine are just top threes.
Okay.
But yeah, so and our lists kind of differ except for one, which we'll kind of go over together. But we're going to start off with
Games.
gaming. And this covers all consoles and PC Master Race.
First game we're going to talk about is
Well, yeah, we'll go with your list first, so just run down your list.
South Park and the Fractured Butthole. This game is widely popularized by the TV show South Park. It's been around since 1992, I believe, or probably even earlier than that with the sketches
Yeah,
dating back to the 80s, I'm sure.
definitely.
But yeah, the first game they came out with, I don't know the name of it.
Stick of Truth,
Stick of Truth. That game was
I
awesome,
think. Yeah.
and it gained a lot of popularity.
Yeah, it
which
was.
sparked the sequel.
I think it was one of the games of the year.
Really?
I think so. It was
That's
like a 10 out of
crazy.
10.
Hell yeah! But I'm looking forward to getting into this game. Hopefully, it's a lot of fun. I heard the gameplay is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you got, Nick?
Okay, so one of mine is Mass Effect Andromeda. This comes after the highly criticized and popular Mass Effect 3 ending, which, if you are a gamer, you know is highly scrutinized. Because it was just bland and it was just a cheap cop-out way of ending a franchise. So this is a great way to start it back up. I have my reservations for this game, but this is an anticipation list. It's not what do I think is going to be the best or worst. So I'm just anticipating this game coming out, getting back into this universe, reliving, or hopefully reliving, some memories from the first 3 games. And just enjoying the otherworldly experience of building. And I get this game from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic because I used to love that game. That's the first game I ever completed.
When you say you have reservations, do you mean like
I'm skeptical.
Oh, I thought you meant like you reserved
No,
reserved your game.
no, I'm very skeptical about this game just because of the way the franchise was handled towards the end of the conclusion of it. So going forward, I hope they treat it with respect, and I hope they actually give us a variety of endings that we would actually like, and not just the same ones. Because spoiler alert, if you don't, do you know how it ended?
No.
So basically, it's a choose your own path game for the first 3 games,
Really?
and everyone, yeah, and
So there's different.
there's different
There's
dialogues.
there's different games in a game, basically.
Basically, so like
It's
how you
it's
treat
game Inception.
yeah, how you treat somebody is going to affect your gameplay.
Yeah.
Or how you affect your relationship with them and other people. So going forward, it was assumed that there would be hundreds of different endings to this game, but there was just 3, and they were the same thing. So it was just a big cop out. So this game, hopefully,
You're telling me all 3 endings were the same game?
Yep. Were the same thing basically.
That's a waste.
Yeah, right. It's a huge cop out. So yeah, hopefully going forward, because it's like it doesn't matter what you choose.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, regardless, you're screwed. So hopefully going forward, they build upon a franchise which they can bring back, and I think that we need in a video game. Lesser known, I mean, a bunch of people other than Call of Duty and Battlefield 1, a lot of people don't game anymore. So this would be a good way to get people back into the storytelling aspect of things. So hopefully going forward, they build upon this universe and make it something worth buying into. But okay, what's your next one?
My next one would be Injustice 2. It is a fighter type game. You can customize your character according to Nick Johansson. But I've heard a lot of hype around this game. I heard it's pretty good. Graphics seem pretty good.
Yeah.
So
The first one was really good.
was it?
Yeah, it's
I
basically,
think it's gonna have like the like Harley Quinn and shit in
Yeah.
this game.
It's basically a story, just game format.
Really? Like
Yeah.
fighting format?
Yeah, and then the whole premise of the first one is that Superman, uh, there's an alternate reality where Superman kills Lois Lane,
Huh.
and that Superman turns evil and becomes the ruler over the world. So then you go to that universe, and your job is to defeat all these quote unquote heroes that now turn to villains.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I don't know much about this, but.
And I'm a huge nerd that knows
I
a
knew
lot
Nick
about
would know it, so it was on my list.
I know a lot about a little bit, but yeah. So this game is gonna build either upon. I don't know the storyline aspects, but I know that there's a lot more customizable ability going forward. So that's a pretty cool aspect of it, getting to build your own kind of superhero in a niche environment.
Yeah.
But okay, I guess I'll just go because we have one of the same, so I'll just go to my one that's the oddball out. And that's State of Decay 2.
State of Decay 2.
State of Decay 1 is highly underrated in my opinion. I found it on Xbox Live for about $19.99, and that was maybe 2 years ago. It's an open world survival RPG, basically within I think a few cities you can go to. I'm gonna let you in on the premise. The premise is that you're one of two people that are on a boating expedition. You don't have any way you can have any landline or mainland communication. So you come back and you start seeing zombies.
Oh.
Yeah. And your character's really, behooved upon what's going on. So he's trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah.
Zombie.
So you're basically thrusted into a world of survival, and it's really gather resources. You have to interact with people again. There's a story you can play, or you can just go and screw off.
Dude, what's that game? Shit. It's like you're in a mall and you get to just like fucking destroy all these.
No, not Left 4 Dead. Oh man, I know, because they just came out with a fifth one or a fourth one. Because you get to pick up like mannequins and. Oh,
and you can just like drive through the mall with
yeah,
the
like
car
a
and just
go-kart and
run
stuff.
over these fucking zombies.
Now I've got to look it up.
And you get to launch them.
Yeah, what's it called?
It's not Left. Is it Left 4 Dead?
No, Dead Rising.
Dead Rising. Yeah, Ryan had that game.
Yeah, that's a fun, just no nonsense, kind of just doing whatever game.
Yeah.
But yeah, State of Decay 2. I hope they build upon the lore. I hope it's a bigger open world, more lush environments. The zombies that were introduced in the first one were really kind of challenging, so I'm hoping that in the second one they're more challenging, because this is a game that I'm looking to actually buy on release, and I can't wait to do that.
Yeah.
But okay, our next one.
Before we get to our last one.
Yes.
I want to say there's a lack of games like Grand Theft Auto, like open world games like that. I feel like there should be more there probably are, and I'm not really looking at them
or familiar with them.
But like, you know what I'm saying?
Because they're not popular. Like Rockstar is a huge company, and
they should make more like that.
And Grand Theft Auto is one of those games that I still play almost 3 years after launch, because they're still adding new things to it. Because that's a game that they're totally invested in.
That game's been around since I was in middle school.
Well, the Grand Theft Auto franchise, yeah, but not GTA 5.
No.
GTA 5 is when they first started to do online play.
That was the last game they came out with?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was almost 3 years ago, and just last night I was playing online. I mean, it's a huge game with a huge following. But yeah, I mean, like Destiny's one of those where they spent $1 billion on. I mean, I have the game. I find it's a good pick 'em up shooter if you just want to play, and it's an open world game. But at the same time, it's one of those. It's like it's a niche audience. Whereas if you go to Grand Theft Auto, you can literally do anything.
Yeah.
You can be a drug lord. You can just go and assassinate people, or hell, you can just get up 5 stars and try to outmaneuver cops. I mean, it's a fun game to just lose your mind to. But yeah, there's not a lot of open world, open ended, do whatever you want games. It's kind of just like, here, you're on this path, you have to follow it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think there needs to be more of that. I would love to see something like a Call of Duty take that type of action. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. That'd be cool. And also, they should have a game like where you go through boot camp and stuff and do all that shit and see if you really pass and stuff like that.
Or enlist in the army.
Yeah. And
just do that. But then I guess you would die. So yeah, you probably just want the gaming experience.
Yeah. And I want to mention that there hasn't been an NCAA football game released in 5 years.
6
6 years.
16. was the last one?
15.
I had the last one. I don't remember. I think it was 16. NCAA 16.
Good thing we have Google.
Because it came out in 15, which would have been 16.
I think it was 15, dude.
I don't know. I had the last one, and even if you opened it, it resold for its price of value when you bought it. So that's the best thing about that game. Hold on to NCAA games. No lie.
NCAA football game.
It might have been 15.
Let's see, 14, 13. It was 14. That's it. That was it.
Yep, NCAA 14.
That was it. Wow.
But there are rumors about
Another
a new-
company that's from Mobile, I think, that's going to try to start doing that.
that, or EA could just renew the license and keep on going.
Well, they're having lawsuit problems with some of the
Well,
players
yeah.
and stuff like that with likenesses and
Yeah, because that is
misrepresentations.
murky water.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we have to talk about the Pacific Football League eventually.
What is the Pacific Football League?
All right, so it's about, I can't remember which it's a owner, a former player, and an agent who are,
This is a real thing.
this is a real thing that's happening in 2018, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But the old Washington Redskins coach.
Fuck, what's his name? Everybody knows him. Luke Gibbs or something like that.
No, not Gibbs.
Joe Gibbs.
He's with Denver. He won a championship with Denver. Maybe. Yeah, that's who we won it with.
Who be it?
No, never mind. So he and
Who the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. I can't remember names when I'm on the spot. But yeah, so he and two other guys.
Joe Gibbs? It's not Joe Gibbs?
No. This is how we do our research. It's on the fly, basically.
But anyways, yeah, these people, what?
So these people are hold on, I'm looking at head coaches right now because it's bothering me.
We're going to get to our other subjects, guys, in a
Don't
second.
know.
Nick's just taking a while to Google.
I'm gonna edit this out.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Mike Shanahan. There it is.
Mike Shanahan.
Okay. So I think that's who it is. He and two other, an agent and a former player, I think, or owner, are getting together and making this the opposite of collegiate football. I don't know how that's going to work coming out of high school, but it's going to be right up. They want it to butt heads and be a kind of a developmental system for the NFL.
So, like, high schoolers can join this shit.
Right. At least that's from what I understand.
So are they gonna try to, like,
they're gonna try to butt heads with everyone and be an alternative.
Are they gonna try to get the NFL to like allow those players to?
I would assume so. I haven't read that much on it.
Man, dude, that's such a bad thing.
It's murky water. It is.
You're ruining a kid's chance at a great education by it.
Yeah, it's very muddy water right now. But we're gonna do a podcast possibly on that later.
Yeah.
Because I'm very interested in that sentiment. But yeah, let's get to our last game since we got off on a little tangent. That is
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Talk about Rockstar kicking ass.
Yes, you can explain this game, Nick.
Yeah, so the first game centered around John Marston. He was a renegade for life. Basically, let's just cut to the ending. The ending was him dying. He died a glorious death. And getting shot by, can't remember, 8 people at once.
Holy shit.
But I think this game centers around his son, keeping his father's memory intact or whatever. But this game looks highly anticipated, most highly anticipated game. I loved Red Dead 1. I think Red Dead 2 could be a lot better. I would love to see more vibrant cities or saloons, more characters that you can go around and talk to and interact with. I feel like that was missing from the first game a little bit, in my opinion. But yeah, this game looks, or it feels like it'll be great, just because Rockstar has a great track record with GTA 5, what they can do going forward. But yeah, I know it's on your list because you're looking forward to it as well, and the hype train is full on behind you.
Yeah. What?
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
What? Sorry, I'm like looking up shit for our next topics. But yeah.
That's about it.
That's about it for the games. So
Yeah, so next we're going to move on to Netflix.
Netflix and TV specials.
Which basically is just Netflix.
It's just Netflix, guys.
Because we really don't watch TV. that much. And when we do, it's just like sporting events. Hey, ADD.
I got ADD so bad, you guys.
Start on their frisbees. All right. You want to go first since you're kind of. We have one of the same again, but our other two differentiate.
First off, this is a gift from God. Thank you. Dave Chappelle is supposed to release 3 Netflix specials, stand-up specials on this year.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked for that because this man is probably my favorite comedian of all time.
First time in how long?
2006 since he
Was
came
his
out.
last special?
I don't know when his last
Because
special
ever
was.
since then, he has not allowed people to record or audio him in comedy acts. So this is a huge deal.
Before Saturday Night Live.
Yes, this is a huge deal.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live was him coming back in the limelight, and I'm excited about this. I'm a huge Dave Chappelle fan. I love his comedy.
Yeah, dude, he's from Clayton Bigsby to fucking him making fun of white people to like the pimps.
I mean, him making fun of every race is funny because
it's funny.
It's the thing where you can just sit back and laugh at. We're so. I mean, let's just call it like it is. We're so hypocritical, and very uptight as a society right now. So I think this is something that we need. Just sit back and laugh at everyone at once.
Yes, even at yourself, because laughing at yourself sometimes helps you.
If you're not laughing at yourself, you're not living life right.
Yeah,
that's it. I just made that up. So yeah, that's the thing. I coined it. Don't take that from me.
Coin. All right,
TM
Nick,
hashtag.
what's one of your Netflix specials that you're ready for?
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist.
And I guess I can go into the next one with this too, and you can just take the last one. Because this goes into the Defenders as well.
Shit, I got 2 more, bro.
Well, yeah, we got the same one for last.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, those kind of go into each other. So Iron Fist and the Defenders. Iron Fist is the last in the 4 of Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Luke Cage, and you have Iron Fist who make up the Defenders. Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, I feel like, are really great Netflix series, but they don't hold a candle to Daredevil. I am in love with Daredevil. I love the TV show. 2016 was the year where I got hooked onto the Netflix series because I didn't know they were a real thing until I started getting on Netflix and watching them. I binged them in one day. It's so good. I couldn't stop. And I can only imagine that Iron Fist is going to be just as good, and the Defenders are going to be better. I'm excited to see Luke Cage and Jessica Jones interact, Daredevil and Jessica Jones.
Didn't Luke Cage and Jessica Jones like have a thing?
Yeah, they did.
And Jessica Jones series.
But then Jessica Jones killed Luke Cage's wife under mind control. So that was the thing that she was hiding from him. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is it's not a very PG universe that they have on Netflix, and it's really cool because you can kind of.
It's like an adult version of your comics, man.
Yeah, it's definitely a TV MA version of your comic books.
Do they say F words or like fucking shit?
Maybe.
Because I know like Breaking Bad, like they got to say fuck once per season.
Yeah, I know that.
And they had to pick the most like opportune moment to do it.
I know that they say like shit and damn and ass, and maybe they've dropped an F-bomb here or there. I don't know, but there's a lot of sex. There's a lot of sexual innuendos.
Do you see like tits and stuff?
No, you don't see any
nudity.
Yeah, you don't see any of that, but you definitely see some sweaty bodies up against each other, insinuating things.
PG-13 stuff.
Yeah.
Borderline R.
Sweat is touching sweat.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, but Iron Fist and Luke Cage of the comic books are best friends, so it'd be interesting to see in Iron Fist is Luke Cage going to show up. He's in prison now, so how's that going to work out? Yeah, the series of Luke Cage ended with him going to prison, so we're gonna have to find out because he broke
1 season.
Yeah, he broke out of prison. That's the thing. So they had to take him back to do his stint.
Okay.
But that's
probably
where
got added time too for breaking out.
I mean, he can probably just break out again.
Yeah. I mean, dudes punch him in the face and breaking their friggin' wrists.
Yeah, it's great. The effects on that are great.
Yeah.
For a TV show, awesome.
Awesome.
But yeah, I'm excited about Luke Cage and Iron Fist. I'm excited about Iron Fist. I'm excited about the Defenders and to see where we go. We're gonna see them in the movies going forward. Who knows? I would love to see them in the movies. I think they would fit very well. Although I don't tonally think that they would fit. Yeah. Well, the tone doesn't fit.
Oh, I thought you meant to say totally.
I don't know. Tonally. It doesn't fit because they are more serious, whereas you have good old Captain America. But after the last couple movies, I guess you could say he's more edgier than ever. But yeah, that's my final 2. So what's your last one before we get to our final Netflix thing?
I'm pretty excited about this. I kind of forgot about this show until I was watching a video the other day. It's talking about this season 2 renewal, and that would be Masters of None. It's got Aziz Ansari as the main cast. I think he wrote, directed, and starred. Yeah, wrote, directed, and starred.
I actually just started Parks and Rec. He's probably my favorite part of that.
Yeah, his stand-up's hilarious. He did a sold-out show at Madison Square Garden 2 nights in a row.
That's huge.
But yeah, it's got his parents in it. It's basically a fictional show about his younger self, I guess, like a striving young actor trying to get into the game, using his comedic stand-up punchlines as his talking points and stuff like that. It's really hilarious, dude. You gotta give it a shot, and I really recommend it. Season 2 probably coming out sometime in April. Definitely gonna check it out, dude. If you want to see it.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I like Aziz Ansari. I like his stuff. I like his comedy specials.
It's got a good love story in it. It's awesome.
I think from him, just him, he's so sarcastic in everything I've ever seen him in.
It's a different side of Aziz.
Like it's
you still get the funniness, but then again, it's
kind of serious at the same time.
yeah.
I definitely might check that out. All right, so let's move on to final thing. I think we're all excited about.
Yeah. There's no. I think it's fall of 2017.
I think so. And the previews for this, or it's not a preview.
It's just the title of the.
Yeah, it's all the titles
episode.
of them, and they look great if it actually stays true to that. And that's Stranger Things, season 2.
Yes, Stranger Things.
Yeah, talk about something that took the world by storm.
The whole entire world, bro.
I mean, Halloween was crazy with how many 11s I saw.
Yeah.
Nosebleeds everywhere. Eggo waffles everywhere. It was crazy.
I love the
it.
Eggo waffles.
I loved it. It literally was a phenomenon that just went everywhere.
It brought back that 80s nostalgia that everybody loved.
Oh my god, the
back
music.
in the day, and the music was great.
The music, I could listen to that soundtrack all the time.
Yeah, the kids, dude, they did a great job.
The kid actors weren't jarring.
Yeah.
It wasn't like watching Star Wars Episode 1 where you want to just shoot yourself in the head. So yeah, it was really good actors. 11's coming back allegedly, so that's great.
Oh, she
didn't die.
I know that they were talking about she didn't know if she was coming back or not.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was like earlier.
Oh gotcha. Yeah, I don't know how you couldn't have her come back.
Yeah.
The chemistry between all of them was great.
And plus, so there's something going on between what's his face and 11.
Yeah,
There's
for sure.
gotta be.
But yeah,
Will choked up something at the end.
a little slug that went into the drain.
Yeah, I don't know what's that all about.
So I don't know when. I think it's a couple years after this takes place, maybe a year exactly after.
Something.
It's not far after the events of the first one, so it'll be interesting to see what's going to go in the Upside Down. If 11 was okay, did the Demogorgon actually go away?
Yeah.
Or
is she okay? Is the Demogorgon go away?
We should make an album. Be lit.
Be lit, bro.
Be lit. Yeah, I love Stranger Things. I can't sing its praises enough. Anything you want to add?
Stranger Things is awesome.
That's right.
Yes.
All right. Next, music.
Music.
Now I don't have any topics for this because I'm not musically inclined. So this is all Taylor. So I'm gonna let him take it away.
Okay. What do you mean? 2016 brought us a good year in music, if anything. So let's talk about 2017.
There's one saving grace.
Saving grace.
All right.
Because music, when it touched the soul, you feel no pain.
Unless you got shot.
But when you feel, man, come on now. But we're looking at some anticipating albums this year. My most anticipated album is probably going to be Logic's Africa Aryan, I guess it's called. He is one of my favorite rappers from Maryland. He's a young guy. He's probably 25, maybe 24.
Who's to say?
Who is to say?
Who is to say? He is a very young individual that has a baby face, if nothing else. But he spits fire like nobody else from a person way past his age. Yeah, I enjoy Logic. I listen to some of that when I'm working out.
Really?
Yeah. It's on Pandora, so.
It's 26.
Yeah, so I listen to some of that stuff.
Eminem's supposed to be coming out with a new album this year.
I don't listen to him.
You don't?
I
I like
really.
his old music.
His old music's good. His new one's just like.
Big Sean's coming out, and maybe this year we'll actually get the good music release of Good Winter. If you've heard Cruel Summer, That was pretty good. It's got everybody from Kanye West, Pusha T, 2 Chainz, shit, Kid Cudi, you name it. Marilyn Manson's probably gonna come out with a new album this year. So it's System of a Down, Ed Sheeran, Coldplay, Baby John Mayer, and the Gorillaz guys.
Gorillaz.
We have been
Huge.
waiting for a Gorillaz CD probably for years now.
Huge.
Huge to the rim. You know, China.
China.
It's pronounced China. Anyways, guys, sorry, I had a little Donald Trump moment to leave that in there.
You have Donald Trump Tourette's.
China, huge.
You have to make... Okay, whenever you're doing a Donald Trump impersonation, you have to use the hand.
Yeah, I have to use huge.
Huge
To the rim. Alright. Anyways, but yeah,
That's a knee slapper.
hopefully 2017 can bring us a better year of music than 2016 did, even though 2016 was dope-ass music year. And hopefully we can get another J. Cole album out this year, because that man is a legend.
Dope
In his own.
ass.
Dope ass.
Alright. Is that all you got for music?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're moving to technology, the technosphere of the world. And we have the exact same thing for this, so let's just discuss this together.
What?
No.
I picked this up, dude.
No.
Alright, tech.
No. Alright, let's start that again. Alright, techno world. We're gonna go through some technology. We have the same list for this, just because we have the same kind of thoughts and concerns. So, you want to take the first one?
Yeah, let's talk about the advancement in virtual reality.
Talk about a big leap in 2016.
Yeah, dude, it's taken over the gaming industry.
I
And
mean,
not even the gaming industry, but the way you view
Yeah.
videos.
World. There's now YouTubers that are specifically going to do VR shows.
Like Casey Neistat, he does 360 videos all the time.
Yeah, well, you have the 360, and then you have literally there's a app that you can go sit on a couch,
Yeah.
or your avatar can, and you're watching a TV with everybody else that's watching.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Last year, who would have even thought about that? The advancement in this has gone so far so quickly. I don't think anybody expected that.
True that.
I sure as hell didn't. I thought it was just gonna be oh cool, I get to see like a Zelda dummy and I get to beat it.
Yeah.
Like cool.
Yeah.
Not that oh my god, I'm gonna get to see everything ever in life through virtual reality.
Yeah, like you could be sitting in the ocean and just see all these fish swimming around you.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude, they could put a camera down there. You'd be sitting there with a school of fish. It'd be all around you, looking like this.
Wow, that's really neat.
Yeah, I was at Tyler's and I was in the they had one like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be really interesting to see where we go from this, because I know a lot of people have been talking about the next big thing in movies is virtual reality movies, and having you as the main character in the movie, and you're going along kind of like first person, but you're going along with it, and you get to see everything from their point of view. That is fucking cool.
Yeah, dude, they should do that. For
Yeah,
sure.
I think it could end up badly, and I think definitely if it's more like an action movie, it could be badly. But if it's more like a drama, suspense movie, or even a horror movie, I think it could be really done very tastefully well.
Yeah, and they actually came out with the NBA 2K game. That's like it's like a all-star challenge thing where you do like all-star like free throws and beat the clock and like hit this target and it bounces this way. Yeah, it's all VR. I think it's for the PlayStation VR.
Oh yeah, yeah. That thing is advanced. I wouldn't
I
doubt
think
it.
that's the leading VR.
Yeah, right
is
now.
Oculus.
Yeah, they've.
Have you seen the ones where you like get buckled in, you stand on it, and you run?
Yeah, those
With
are
the
crazy.
gun and, dude, I cannot wait for that. I can't wait to be like in a college football. They should make a VR college football game.
They're gonna have VR There's gonna be a way where you can walk through the damn internet one day. You just
Like Dave Chappelle.
You can
Have you
just.
seen that episode?
No.
Of the Chappelle Show where he like acted like the internet was a mall.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Now, yeah. I mean,
Ron
there's.
Jeremy comes out with a goat,
That was weird.
a bitch and a goat.
Yeah, so I mean that's what it's gonna be. Is like you're gonna open your door and you're gonna see the internet, and
Dude,
it's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so. I mean, it's gonna be like 98% porn, but it's gonna be weird as fuck. I mean, you're gonna see
VR
things...
porn's gonna take over.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. If virtual, we're touching this subject. If virtual reality, like, reaches the point that it does,
Yeah.
that we think it will,
I think
it's
you're right.
it's gonna take over.
Because it's already a thing in Japan.
Cause you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
you wanna trust me, dude.
People
you
would
wanna
never
be in
leave
it.
their houses.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be like that.
Like you're gonna have a bunch of people that just die of like dehydration.
Well, I mean, they're gonna have to take it off sometime.
I don't think so. You should see some of these people in Japan that, what was it? There was a news story not too long ago about guys that could go in and touch a girl's ass.
Yeah.
And it was almost lifelike what they were doing, and the girl would react in the virtual reality. That's weird.
That's weird.
That's some, because then it's like
Japanese people. Never mind.
editing that out. No, I'm leaving it in. Fuck it. I'm leaving it in.
Fuck it. You can send me this one when you're done too. I know how to do it.
Oh, you know how to do it?
Send it as a Google Drive.
Don't know how to do that. Anyway, continuing. I'm editing this out for sure. And we're back. Yeah, VR is gonna take over.
Yeah.
It's a huge deal.
Huge deal. And next one on the tech list would have to be
Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
I think
on the go.
this is either going to kill Nintendo or keep it where it's at, which is just fine. I mean,
I feel like it's lackluster.
There's no
whatever that means.
There's no ingenuity. I mean, look, this 10 years ago would have been groundbreaking.
Yeah.
This would have been something that I think you would have seen kids everywhere doing on the go. When Game Boy was a thing, I think this should have been the next big thing instead of the DS. A lot of people love the DS, and I did too. But I think it died really quickly, and I think this could have been the evolution of the Game Boy. I just think it took too long, and they're way behind I mean, PlayStation and Xbox are on a different level.
Yeah.
Because not only are they gaming systems, but they're home entertainment systems.
Because like you had the GameCube at one point that would play games like NCAA football and Madden.
But it was very
like
those
that.
discs were so small.
But they were small and it just didn't perform great.
Because whereas you had the PlayStation, which you can watch movies on.
Yeah.
And you had
and
Xbox where you could
movies on.
Yeah. And they eventually moved up to that, and then you had the 360, which you had online, and then you had the PlayStation 2, which was online. Albeit it was okay.
They had PlayStation 2 online?
I think so. It was.
Yeah, I believe they did.
Yeah.
But
it's been so long.
Yeah, because I remember going to a friend's house and he was playing NCAA online.
Yeah, they did, because I used to play like first Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Or try to. But yeah, and I think that's
people in there just right now. If you go play that, just kill the shit out.
Nintendo is just way behind.
They're slacking, dude.
I think if Nintendo wants to become relevant again, I think they should take advantage of the mobile phone. I think because the Mario Run app just came out.
That blows my mind, dude.
What?
Like if Nintendo came out with a phone and it was just like a gaming phone, like it was a phone but you had fucking game
Well, that's the thing.
Like an emulator on your phone.
Yeah, I mean that's why I wondered with Pokemon Go, they had such a surgence in revenue, but their stock prices went up like 100%.
Yeah.
But it's not them. It was the Pokemon Go company who owned them.
Yeah.
So Nintendo had no part in that. Their stock went right back down. But the thing is, like, why don't you release a Pokemon game on the phone connected to the internet? It doesn't have to be like an all-out Pokemon game. It can be just like, half of one, and then you have to go buy some accessories and stuff. Yeah, it costs a lot of money, but I shit you not, I bet everyone would go buy it.
Yeah.
That, or, I mean, hell, they have so many properties. What? The fact that they're not taking advantage of the iOS market or Android phones when they can do literally so much more than they could before is mind-boggling. Like, why waste your time? And look, the Switch might be the next big thing. I don't think it is. But why waste your time with this when you can take advantage of something that's already there?
Yeah. I'm excited for it because I want to be able to like play on the go on a good screen, like great resolution. I'm sure it's gonna have it, right?
Yeah, but the screen's so small.
From what I've seen,
and what they're trying to sell you on.
I think that Zelda game is going to be on there. So,
yeah, it is.
It's always a Nintendo.
But what they're selling you on is the multiplayer aspect.
Yeah.
I think for multiplayer is going to be horrible.
Yeah, dude.
The screen is small. Getting somebody else on there is going to be terrible.
Like...
Yeah, and if you're out and about, that's going to be horrible.
Yeah, I wonder how the screen's going to react to the sun.
And battery life?
Yeah.
I mean...
Is it going to take double A's? Is it gonna
No, it's definitely not going to take double A's. But I mean, how long do you have to have it there to charge? How long is it going to take to charge?
Is it going to take double A's?
Yeah, it's going to take double or triple. You got some Duracell? And we're sponsored by it, and we're not sponsored by Duracell. Yeah, I have so many reservations against this, and I think if Nintendo wanted to become profitable and they wanted to make a huge stake in the market, I think they should have invested into mobile tech, with Mario Run being a huge success that it is, with Pokemon Go being overwhelmingly successful, even if it was just for a few weeks. I think it's a missed opportunity for them not to take advantage of the mobile phone gaming aspect.
Yeah, dude. If Nintendo, I'm just saying, like Nintendo came out with a phone, I think everybody would jump on it. But it has to compete with the iPhone.
See, and I don't know that they could do that
because the iPhone is your leading.
I think if they came out with something Game Boy-esque that was like the phone, like if they brought back the original
Game Boy,
and they updated it to look like a phone with because you could realistically have the Game Boy, because it had a smaller screen than my iPhone. The Game Boy, literally, putting it up next to yours, the screen is almost my screen is bigger.
My screen is as big as the Game Boy.
Yeah, what phone do you have?
The same as yours.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, my phone is right there with it. So I mean, they should take advantage of that, because then you just have the touch buttons, or you can even have an add-on.
Yeah.
Because you could easily plug something into the port on. I mean, not the new iPhones. I guess you couldn't, but
that sucks how they did that shit.
Yeah, they kind of.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah. I think that's a huge missed opportunity.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, because you could totally have an add-on and dock somebody $100 for it, and they would pay it.
Yeah. Especially if you're a Nintendo nerd. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's nostalgia.
Yeah.
Who does? Pokemon Go showed everybody that everybody will play Pokemon.
Yeah.
Do it. Why not?
Yeah, dude.
Hey Nintendo, if you need some like ideas, you can give me a call, or you just comment on the page.
Yes, comment please.
Or if you need somebody like a spokesperson, how you doing?
Or a voiceover.
Or if you want us to like test some stuff, or
coming in the fall.
We're willing to sell out. We're willing to sell out.
Selling out.
We'll sell out hard. You'll see us on the video, Nintendo everything, like the big ass Pikachu. We'll do it.
Coming out this fall.
We'll do it. Pikachu Rescue Mission.
Yeah.
This game's the best.
Pokemon Snap 3.
I don't think we would do that. We would hate that. Alright, next one. You go ahead and take this one.
Alright, next one is going to be our... it's going to be Samsung products. The further advancement of Samsung products.
Specifically after the Galaxy Note
explosion.
The catastrophe that was.
Yeah.
Stock prices that dipped on this, it was ridiculous.
And the phones that would explode. But I want to see what they're going to do to answer that, because they're trying to compete with the iPhone and be the top. It's either Samsung or it's iPhone. That's how it is these days.
And that's what's the problem, because that's why they started to explode, is they rushed product. They rushed the product, and that's what happens when you do that. Consumers would totally rather you take your time and bring out a quality product than rush and try to beat out iPhone just to have you take everything back.
Yeah.
Like, what a waste. What a wasted opportunity. That's what this is, a wasteful opportunity.
You can put this on here. Put that on here. Yeah, I want to see how they do in 360, how they advance in the 360 camera.
Yeah.
And whether or not they're going to, like, get involved in the drone business or not. I can see that. Maybe just having a drone with a 360 camera attached to it. But I'm excited for it.
I'll tell you what.
They make
Samsung, you need to call Nintendo.
Yeah. Samsung and Nintendo, y'all need to get mixed up.
Yeah.
But crazy thing is that Samsung makes weapons.
Yeah,
like
I
tanks
didn't know about this.
and crazy shit like that. I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast, and they were talking about it, which is pretty nuts. So I want to see what they're going to do in that field too. I can see them building like GPS guided missiles and stuff like that.
Hey, you would assume with phones that they would know how to do
like
GPS
technology for like inside of tanks and shit.
Yeah.
I also wanted to talk about. Do you have anything else for tech?
No.
I just wanted to talk about whether or not the new iPhone is going to come out this year.
Yeah, that's a big question.
Because it feels like every year we get a new iPhone, whether it be 5, 5SE.
It feels like it's just a
5, whatever, 6S.
Yeah, it's the same thing, just different. Like this one's gonna be not. I mean, the one that's out doesn't have aux cord.
Yeah, that sucks. They do have an adapter that you plug in to it, But
Yeah.
that defeats the purpose of charging your phone and listening to music at the same time. Because when I'm at work, I could charge my phone and listen to music because I have a 6. But my friend Jalen at work, he has a 7, so he has to plug in his charge port to listen to music.
And ideally, it's gonna go towards the Bluetooth speakers. That's where you're gonna see a lot of. And I have one. I love it. I have a JBL speaker. Yeah, they're not. I got mine for I think $70.
I'm about to get
Not expensive.
I'm about to get another Beat Block.
Oh yeah. They're not expensive. I think that's where you're gonna see a lot of the market go is towards that.
Because they already have the Bluetooth earbuds.
Yeah,
But I feel
those
like
are
you lose those so
exactly. That's the
quickly.
problem, and they're
Yeah.
so expensive.
Yeah.
It's just easier to go get a pill or go get the JBL speakers and
Or
just
like
do that.
a headset, like Beats or something.
Yeah, and then just get the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
It's just easier to do that where you don't, because that's the problem with the Apple earphones is that everybody's gonna lose them. I have 3 pair and I've lost 2 of them.
Like the wireless.
Yeah, well no, the just the wired ones. Like
Yeah.
I lose them all the time.
Shit, I got them hanging around everywhere.
Yeah, it's missed opportunity, huge.
Yeah, and I don't know whether or not it's gonna be called a 7S or the 8. So
Yeah,
who knows?
who knows?
Who knows? All right, well,
Next
that
up's movies.
wraps up on tech. So let's talk about movies.
All right,
I'm
you
gonna
wanna
let
go?
you.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about movies. Wonder Woman is my first movie I'm gonna talk about. If you watched our most disappointing of 2016, you know that Batman vs Superman was not my favorite. I got kind of heated on that, and most of that's in part to Wonder Woman or the portrayal of Wonder Woman by Gal Gadot. Look, it is what it is. She was in the movie for just an obscene amount of minutes. It wasn't great, in my opinion. I get that a lot of people pop. They've been waiting 75 years for a Wonder Woman movie. I don't see how this is going to be good. Now, it's my most anticipated, again, like I said, not best and worst, most anticipated. And the fact that, what is Warner Brothers going to do if this bombs? I mean,
Give up.
well, that's the thing. So far, all their properties have made money. Batman vs. Superman, yeah, it made $200 million, but it made money.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad only made a little bit of money, but it made $200-300 million. It wasn't. They're not well received movies, but they're making money. Is that where they want to go? Do they want to be the shit stain of the comic book world or universe of movies, or do they want to actually produce great movies that we know they can make because we saw that happen with the Dark Knight trilogy?
Yeah.
I am looking forward to this movie because of the stakes that are at its peak right now, and that is if this movie doesn't do great, if this movie doesn't draw, if Gal Gadot can't draw as a movie star, they're screwed. If Wonder Woman isn't the answer they need, if this movie opens up to $50 million and tanks, we're not going to see a universe from Warner Brothers. We're going to see I don't think we'll see Justice League.
Yeah. They'll just cancel it.
I think so. I mean, who's really to say? But I think they should.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's one of my most anticipated movies. But what's yours?
Mine would have to be Kingsman 2.
Great first movie.
Yes. Great movie. If you've seen the first one, I recommend it.
Highly
If you
underrated.
haven't, highly underrated.
Yeah.
Movie of the year, probably 2015.
Most glorious of the year for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That girl with the freaking legs, with the
Oh, my
swords and
gosh,
stuff,
she's
man.
great.
Oh man.
Samuel L. Jackson. He could play the best villain, I swear.
I'm Samuel L. Jackson.
Want these motherfucking snakes?
Off these motherfucking planes.
He's great. Anyway, continue.
Bitch.
Continue.
But yeah, dude. Channing Tatum's gonna be in this the sequel.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And Halle Berry's gonna make an appearance. So is Jeff Bridges. I think Jeff Bridges was in the first one. I'm not 100% sure.
Can't remember. I love Jeff Bridges.
But he's a great guy, and of
He's a
course
great
Colin Firth and Taron Egerton are gonna be in it. So
Yeah, Egerton, highly underrated actor. I really wanted to see him as Han Solo. I'm okay with Alden Ehrenreich being a Han Solo, but I hope Taron Egerton gets.
was Han Solo in Rogue One?
No.
No.
He's coming out with his own movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be a young Han Solo. I'm hoping Taron Egerton
Did you
does.
see what's his face is gonna be in it too?
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, and then you had God, what's his name? Childish Gambino.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be in it.
play fucking
Lando. Yeah, I'm excited about that movie, but I hope Taron Egerton does get a role in Star Wars because I think he's a great young actor that can propel a franchise going forward. So maybe he gets a standalone movie, maybe something like that. Colin Firth being in this movie doesn't make a lot of sense since he did die, and we saw that in the last movie. So I don't know if it's like
Maybe. Well, I'm not.
no, he's in it.
He is?
Yeah, he's coming back. So I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do that. I think this movie can. I think the Kingsman franchise could be on par with the Fast and the Furious in that it doesn't need to make sense. Yeah, Vin Diesel can take down a helicopter with his hands. Like, that's fine. I believe that. Sure,
Yeah.
why not? I think that this franchise could go in that direction to where, sure, why not? He's just coming back. I enjoyed him so much in the first one. I don't mind
let's
it.
bring him back.
Just bring him back.
Let's bring him back. Nobody's gonna notice.
No, but yeah, I'm excited for this movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. So, what you got for one of your movies?
Justice League. Let's go on with the DC universe. So yeah, it finished wrapping about a month and a half ago. They're editing right now. It comes out later this year. Don't wanna. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing. I hate what I don't know. Cause let me look at this real quick. Okay, so yeah, they haven't dropped the trailer. I was just making sure they still haven't dropped the trailer.
Okay.
They've dropped a little like hint trailer and look at this behind the scenes shit.
Yeah.
I'm scared about this movie.
Yeah.
If Wonder Woman sinks and they do bring this movie out,
Dude, oh my gosh, people aren't gonna go see it, man. They're gonna be like, "Fuck this."
well, they've already lost faith with Batman versus Superman. That was supposed to be the biggest collision.
Everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, Batman!"
It was supposed to be bigger than
and
Star
they're like,
Wars.
Fucking Batman, Superman.
Yeah, it was supposed to be bigger than Star Wars. It was supposed to be bigger. I mean, it was
Bigger than Star Wars.
It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be.
Like this franchise Star Wars.
No, just
Or
like
the
The
movie?
Force Awakens.
Okay,
It was
fuck no.
supposed to be
Fuck
bigger than
no.
that.
Force Awakens was great.
Yeah, it was. But it was supposed to be
R.I.P. Han Solo.
like this was supposed to be that big an event,
Yeah.
and it failed on so many epic levels.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this. I hate that I'm saying that, but I don't like Cyborg. I don't like that character. I think that Warner Brothers is scared to put his solo movie out, and that's why they're not. I hope we get to see Green Lantern somehow. I hope Batman's the protagonist, and I hope we don't even see Superman. Right. I don't, because the whole thing was that they were doing Justice League 1 and 2. Now they pushed Justice League 2.
Didn't Ben Affleck play Batman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to see Superman. I want him to pull a Luke Skywalker and not show up till the end of the movie for like 2 seconds. And that's it. And I want him to have a mullet and be in a black suit and be evil. That's what I want Superman to be.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's see some character, because the best characters are bad guys. Let's see him be a character.
Yeah.
Because I would love to see a round 2 between Batman versus Superman, but actually
a good movie.
A good movie. If this movie tanks, they're starting over.
If you haven't listened to our first podcast, please go listen to that.
Good plug right there. Yeah. Go listen to our first podcast of the best and worst of 2016.
Which we touched subjects like Batman and Superman.
Yes, we did. Yeah, I think that if this movie tanks or doesn't meet expectations, kind of circa Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where it did make $1 billion, but they were still disappointed with it. Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
It is. But they were still disappointed with it because it wasn't well received. I think you're going to see, it just fell short. You're going to see the DC universe cease to exist for a few years and then be rebooted with possibly just Ben Affleck, which is fine with me. I actually hope that happens, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't. So yeah, that's the end of that. I'm probably gonna rant about that later. But what's your next
one? I'm pretty stoked for the Power Rangers movie coming out.
Yeah,
dude, that's like great nostalgia. Bring back my childhood, please. The first Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movies was dope.
So cheesy.
The
cheese factor was real.
I loved the Turbo movie. That was my favorite Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Film, where the little kid was in it.
I like that one.
But yeah, man, Power Rangers is gonna be awesome. I don't know who they got in it.
It's a lot of low
actors.
Yeah, and that's good. I like that. We don't really need to. They got Bryan Cranston to be in it.
Yeah, dude.
What is he? Zordon. He's the guy in the glass chamber that he's just a floating head. And then you got, I can't remember her name. She's the bad guy. Oh, what's her name? She's in
Zordon.
I gotta look her up now.
Power Rangers. Cast 2017.
Yeah.
Elizabeth
Elizabeth Banks.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Naomi Scott.
who I think could be a great actress going forward. Becky G, who is the pop singer.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great movie, man.
Yeah, I'm excited about this movie because it looks like a
Good action
Breakfast
film.
Club meets
Die Hard.
just a lot of 80s movies
Oh,
kind of
no, I
meshed
said
into
Die
one.
Hard.
I think it could be. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Iron Man suits, but that's okay. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I miss the old suits though.
Yeah.
They could have buffed it up a little bit off the old suits, but
But I think if you're using it as space tech, I think it kind of has to be like
are
that.
they in space?
When it's from space.
Oh.
Yeah, I think because it's like a crash meteor or something they get it from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah. What's your movie? What's one of your next ones?
Star Wars Episode 8.
Yes, I was gonna talk about that. But
Yeah.
What's,
So-
what's about that movie, dude? Tell me about it.
Do you know anything about it? What's going forward?
Okay, so The Force Awakens was. This is after Force Awakens, right?
Immediately after, yes.
Okay, I think Skywalker's gonna start training.
Mhm.
What's her face?
Ray.
Ray. Oh, she's so fun.
Daisy Ridley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start training Ray to become a Jedi. That's all I know so far. I haven't really read into it that much, but I know it's gonna be a fucking dope movie.
Yeah, I think I could take all day talking about this movie because I am immersed in the lore of Star Wars so much. I have the books, I have the comics, I read everything online. Yeah, this movie is supposed to be immediately after. Some are saying it could be when she's holding out the lightsaber that we're gonna come back to that, and that's gonna be the next scene. So
Holding out the lightsaber. What do you mean?
at the end of the movie to
Oh,
yeah,
to-
when she's holding out
yeah,
that we're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
see that, and then her just be like, "So you're gonna take it?" That'd be funny. I would love that. Yeah, so we have a lot of questions going forward. What's going to happen with Finn and Poe? They're supposed to go on a side mission for Leia. Leia's scenes have already been shot, so her death didn't affect this movie that much.
Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
Exactly. But it does affect Episode 9 because in this movie she does have supposedly vital scenes to the movie, and in Episode 9 she was supposed to be very vital to that story as well. So it raises a lot of questions about what's going to happen with them and the CGI aspect of it. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes forward with the Knights of Ren becoming a thing. Supposedly that Kylo Ren's going to be getting led by Snoke. We might know who Snoke is, who's Rey's father. It's not Luke Skywalker. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Probably is.
probably. Some are saying that Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Didn't I say that one time?
I think so. Yeah, you did. But you don't read all the stuff, so you just assume that, which is good. Good, keen eye. Yeah, some are saying that Obi-Wan Kenobi's daughter and Luke Skywalker had a kid. So technically, Luke Skywalker is her father, but Obi-Wan Kenobi is her grandfather. So that'd be really cool, and
That's a
that could
crazy, like, mind twisting.
that could be a very good reason why she's so strong and
The Force is strong with her, for sure.
for sure. And that's why we get a lot of parallels to not only Obi-Wan but Luke. So going forward, I'm excited about this. Of course, I'm excited about everything so far. Yeah, I hope it's a home run.
I still haven't seen Rogue One yet.
Don't
No, I want to.
really.
Yeah.
I don't think you do.
Just because it's not really Star Warsy, is it? I feel like it's not. Like, is there characters in there that I'm gonna recognize? No.
No, not you. You. I think you have to be immersed in the lore to understand it.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Because when I was with Erin,
Is it between 3 and 4? Like,
yes,
this is 4.
it ends like 15 minutes before 4 starts.
What are you talking about?
Like the ending of Rogue One is literally like 10 to 15 minutes before Episode 4 starts.
Yeah.
So like you see Darth Vader, and then you see him immediately after in Episode 4. If you play them together, it's seamless.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks like that's how it should be. I think the ending was great. I think Rogue One isn't a great movie. I think it's overhyped. I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, Star Wars, yeah, it's back, yeah." Which is great. Force Awakens was great. Probably my favorite movie of all time.
Really?
Yeah, I would say so. Up there with Creed. I love Creed. I think those are my 1 and 2. I didn't like Rogue One. I didn't like the
Vader's
characters.
in it, though.
The Vader scene is worth the price of admission alone. But you will not care about the characters. You will not care about their
I'm
deaths.
just gonna get it off the internet.
Yeah, just oh yeah, you can see it on the internet. I mean, don't do that, guys. You
That's
shouldn't.
illegal. Do not. We don't.
We're not condoning this at
Yeah,
all.
we don't condone.
Sorry, Disney.
Sorry,
Please
no.
don't come for us. I'm not taking this out, so don't
Yeah.
come for us. Yeah, the Vader scene's worth watching. You won't care about anyone, and the music is terrible. But the guy only had a couple weeks to prepare because somebody else had to quit. I understand that, but it's just shit. To me, it's just shit. For what it was a missed opportunity for what could have been.
Yeah.
There are great moments. It's not a great movie.
Not a great movie.
No. But there
Well,
are definitely moments worth going to see.
I want to see it for sure though,
Because honestly, when we're doing our
I'm a Star Wars person. So.
disappointed moments, I was thinking about putting that on there.
Rogue One.
Yeah. Just because the hype was so built up and then it kind of fell flat. For me.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I want to though because I like Star Wars, and I need to keep. I want the whole storyline to go in order.
Yeah. Don't watch the trailer. Nothing in the trailer happened in the movie.
Really?
Yep. I think 85% of the trailer wasn't in the movie. Because I think that's
You're sitting at the movie like, where is this shit?
that's exactly what it was. I think that's why I was so hesitant to like the movie, because I was waiting for scenes I had seen in the trailers to happen and they didn't, and I was like, oh, okay. Like for instance, when she's walking on the platform towards the shit. What's it called?
The ship?
Cut this out. God, what's it called?
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I haven't seen the movie.
I can't remember if it's an X-Wing. TIE Fighter, that's what it was. It wasn't an X-Wing. I was thinking it was a X-Wing. Yeah, so she's walking towards the X-Wing. You remember seeing that in the trailer?
Yeah.
Not in the movie.
Huh.
So the entire time she's on the platform, you're waiting for that to happen. It doesn't happen, and it's like, oh, okay, scene's over.
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. They're running on the beach. That doesn't happen. The guy with the crazy hair starts talking. He doesn't say the lines he said in the trailer. It's very misrepresentative of what's in the movie.
That's stupid.
Which again, the director has come out and said that, I told them not to do that, but they said, well, we got to make it marketable. Which I understand that. But at the same time, you're misleading your audience.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Because that's not the movie that we saw. But anyway, yeah, I think it's worth going to see. There's 3 notable scenes. Yeah, it's up to you.
Well, yeah. Okay, well, I got another movie.
Sure.
Jumanji.
Yeah.
It's got Kevin Hart and The Rock. And when those two guys get together and make a movie, it is hilarious.
Have you seen Central Intelligence?
Yeah.
It's really good. The one where he's a FBI agent on the run,
Yeah.
and then Kevin Hart becomes one.
Yeah. That was a great one.
Yeah, I enjoyed that more than I thought I would.
And Jack Black is gonna be in it too, which is awesome. I haven't seen him in a film in recent years. So.
Goosebumps, I think, was his last one.
Oh, I haven't. I didn't even see that movie.
I haven't either.
But it's gonna be good to see him back on the silver screen. Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny was like one of my all-time favorite movies.
That's a really good high school
Jack
movie.
Black can sing.
Yeah,
Him and Kyle Gass need to get together and make some more music because that stuff is awesome. And I like it's like funny music.
Yeah, it's very
They should make a Tenacious D sequel.
Yeah, there's a lot of satire in it. I like that.
I like it a lot, and a lot of musical hints.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
history hints and stuff like that.
Definitely.
But yeah, that was just my last movie to.
Yeah, I'm very reserved about that too, since
yeah, I'm excited to see about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of iffy because
What if it doesn't?
What?
Doesn't like.
It's not gonna be as good as the first one.
Yeah,
Let's just go ahead and say that.
It's gonna be a funny Jumanji just because of Kevin Hart and The Rock. It's not gonna be a serious movie like the first one was.
Well, that's just like saying, we're gonna do Aladdin. We don't have the genie anymore. You can't recast a genie.
Yeah, dude. How would they do that CGI wise? If they made it like a live action Aladdin with the.
I don't know.
That'd be crazy.
I couldn't tell you.
Bet you they're still thinking about that today.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh god, yeah.
They're like, how do we do the genie?
I mean,
they're probably like add on fucking Craigslist for a genie position at Disney. Like,
well, that's the thing that
genie out.
came out yesterday. They're doing the Dumbo movie with Will Smith, and Tom Hanks is a bad guy. Exactly. So how are you gonna get a flying elephant to be a thing?
With his ears.
Exactly. That's gonna be weird.
Have you seen the movie Operation Dumbo Drop?
No.
Oh, it's a good movie. It's about this kid who was friends with the elephant, and they had to move the elephant out of the war zone. It was gonna get killed or some shit. Pick it up with the helicopter.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm very reserved about Jumanji just because it's not going just like Ghostbusters. I didn't see Ghostbusters with the women because
that one was stupid.
Look, and it's not about that they're women. It's just because I'm not wasting my money on a shit movie.
Exactly.
So I don't.
All these remakes that they're coming out with are shit.
Yeah, I think.
I like 21 Jump Street. That was good though.
Yeah, but that's not really a remake.
21 Jump Street.
But it was a TV show.
Oh, well, so they're coming out with new Chips, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, they are.
We're gonna keep talking about releases of TV shows and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we are. Yeah, Chips is gonna have. I can't remember his name. He's married to Kristen.
Wiig.
No.
Stewart.
Mm-mm.
Cavalieri.
No. She was on TV for a while. I can't remember her name. They're on like refrigerator commercials together. Yeah. I can't remember his name for the life of me. He was in Idiocracy, I think.
Kristen Bell.
Yeah, Kristen Bell, her husband.
Dax Shepard.
Yeah, they're both in this movie.
They're both in the movie?
Yeah.
That's so dope.
Well, Dax Shepard's the one that's directing it.
Michael Pena.
Yeah, Michael Pena
He's
is
such a great actor. Have you seen End of Watch?
No.
What?
I have not.
All
But
right,
I love
spoiler.
Ant-Man. He was great in Ant-Man.
Spoiler. It's like him and this cop. Vita Guerrera's in this movie too. Vita Guerra or whatever. What were we talking about? End of Watch. Oh yeah, there's like these two cops, and they're going around and shit. And they're trying to figure out this, like, drugs, operation or some shit.
Yeah.
They get ran up with these dudes, and they get shot up, and the dude dies at the end of the movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Michael Pena.
And at the end of the movie, they share a funny ass moment, like they recorded on their camera in their car.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's really cool, dude.
Yeah, ever since Ant-Man, I think I've enjoyed him a lot. He's probably the shining star of Ant-Man.
What other movies was he in?
But yeah, apparently this movie is gonna suck ass. So, and Michael Pena doesn't even deserve to be in it.
Chips.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's one of those things that I think it should just be left alone. But hey.
Oh, he was in that movie Fury too.
I didn't see that one.
That was a great one. It was funny. Kind of gory though.
Okay.
And he was in The Martian.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in that. Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
Actually,
crazy good movie.
That's a long movie.
Yeah.
I have to watch it again.
Yeah. Have you seen Interstellar?
I have not seen Interstellar because it is so damn long.
Yeah, I haven't. I heard it was really good though.
I've heard you have to watch it a few times.
Really?
Yeah,
to
kind of.
it.
Yeah, to wrap your brain around it. Kind of like Inception.
Movies like that are hard to watch for me.
Yeah, kind of like Inception because you just have to like sit there and you're like, wait, what? And you have to watch it again. And it's like, oh, okay. But yeah, this movie looks like. I mean, this year looks like a great year for movies overall. Just a lot going on, really.
Yeah, movies, Netflix, games, everything.
Yeah, but yeah, thank y'all so much for listening. Really appreciate it. Like I said before, love and support y'all are giving us.
Oh yeah.
Just we're truly appreciative of that. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below what you're looking forward to this year. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, man.
Yeah, this has been
a podcast with no name.
Episode 3 on a No Name Network.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see y'all next time. This will be published on Saturday, so we'll
be
recording next Tuesday, and the next one will be up on Wednesday.
Yes.
So that's going to be our schedule going forward is
Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Yeah, recording on Tuesday and Friday, and we'll be posting on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. So, but again, thank y'all so much for watching and or listening. I'm Nick, and this is Taylor.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.